his downward header. Shearer! What do they say? Come off the hour, come off the man! What a goal!
Hi, I'm Craig Crouchman. I make films, and my short film is about the history of the Blaydon races. It's the first chant I remember hearing at the match when I was a kid, and it still stands out to this day. The song's older than the club itself, and I wanted to explore its history, its nostalgic feel, and its place in Newcastle United culture.
I went to Blaydon races, 'twas on the 9th of June, 1860.
The Blaydon races, originally a horse race, started in 1861 on an island in the River Tyne called Blaydon Island. From 1981, the Blaydon races became a running race, where the route is for the most part the same route the horses took back in the day. The Blaydon races chant, a famous Geordie anthem, depicts an eventful coach journey from the start of the race in Newcastle to the race's end in Blaydon itself. It was written by Geordie Ridley in 1862. Geordie Ridley fell into the work of songwriting as a bad injury whilst working in the pit forced him to begin earning a living as a singer of Tyneside and Irish comic songs. It's crazy to think that had his injury not happened, a huge part of Newcastle United history may not exist today.
I think it was the first game of the season we'd signed Les Ferdinand. It was the year that Newcastle had brought out the Grandad shirts. I can remember the ground just being like a sea of them strips, you know, men, women, kids. But that game, we won quite comfortably. Les scored as well. And I can remember towards the back end when the game was won, that going around the ground. And around St James's Park, when it's packed, the hairs on the back of your head kind of stand up. It was just amazing.
When you're a young kid and you're following Newcastle, like there's a couple of songs that stand out, like the Blaydon races. I remember as a kid walking up with my dad up the Gallagher End in Newcastle, and it was just amazing. You could hear it resonating through the stands. Now they put a new stand on top years and years ago, and when you walked out to say the East Stand, smaller stand in Newcastle, you look at the Gallagher and you can hear that song going, it literally sends shivers down your spine every time. It's part of the culture, it's part of football.